My videos are made freely available to those of us who are tired of believing in things that insult our own intelligence, and those that instead wants to know the true intelligent reasons of our plight and condition. Within this video, you will learn the true reason why many Black people now thinks in ways that places the interests of the white society above our own interests. Critically think. Have you ever wondered how is it possible that so many Black people now reveres the white society in spite of such a brutally horrific history of the contrary? It is a profound contradiction. Throughout history, the white society has demonstrated a total disregard for the lives of Black people. Their subjugation, murder, and brutal exploitation of Black people throughout history is unparalleled. Against Black people, the white society has committed mass murder at almost genocidal proportions. And Black people have received, by the hands of the white society, the most cruelest enslavement in world history. Yet, in spite of this brutally horrific history of the contrary, millions of Black people now revere Caucasians and insist that it's ourselves that are now our worst enemies. Many Black people now even insist that we should try to be more like Caucasians, in spite of how terribly they've mistreated us throughout history. When looking objectively at the facts as they truly are, it becomes clear to see that millions of Black people are not functioning based upon an accurate interpretation of the true history shared between our racial group and Caucasians. It literally appears as if millions of Black people are suffering from a form of collective amnesia. Some of us have frustratingly and short-sightedly stated that the reason for this profound contradiction is because Black people are foolish or too forgiving or too forgetful. Millions of Black people are insisting that it's because of the Willie Lynch slave syndrome. That silly, feeble-minded myth presents what would in fact be the least effective method used for controlling generations of millions of people. It's simply not how true brainwashing is achieved. Absolutely not. True brainwashing requires a system wherein which the programming is being constantly reinforced and reapplied upon the targeted population in order for it to remain effective. Therefore, to believe that we're being controlled by the Willie Lynch slave syndrome myth, a person would have to be totally ignorant of how true brainwashing